How's it going, guys? Just got done zeroing the turrets here on the Project 65 Grendel rifle. Took it to the range today and put it on paper. We got some really good results. Really got some phenomenal results. And anyway, got it all sighted in. Did some long range shooting. We went out to I think 450 yards and just a little over 450, like 456 or something like that, and 560 yards. So we did a little long range shooting with it, just mild, just kind of, you know, warming it up a little bit. But we put it on paper, and I've just got to say, guys, that I am supremely thrilled with how well this rifle shot. It's actually quite a huge relief. When you spend the money that you spend to build a rifle such as this, it's a little bit nerve-wracking when you're not sure exactly how well it shoots. And I've got to say that I feel so relieved with dollars spent with this rifle. It shot phenomenally well. Couple little just comments before I show you guys the targets. You know, one of the things that I noticed about this rifle is that it's pretty lightweight compared to the Project SPR. This is a lighter weight rifle, and I've purposely designed it that way because this is going to be primarily a hunting rifle. I'm going to be packing this rifle all over the mountains hunting, and so I designed it to be a relatively lightweight rig. And I got to say that it's worked out. I haven't got the weight, and I'll weigh it when I get a chance, and I'll let you guys know what it is. But it's got to be probably about 8 pounds, roughly right around there, I would say. But yeah, the accuracy is phenomenal. The other thing I noticed today was that it's really well balanced. It's real easy to get behind, and it just seems to really settle on target really nicely. You know, the medium contour barrel is perfect weight for hunting purposes, but it doesn't have the rigidity like a bull barrel would. But I got to say that it's not lacking in accuracy, that's for sure. The other thing I noticed that I really liked about this gun was that National Match 2-stage Rock River trigger is really great. Actually, before I installed this, I just kind of ran the trigger, the sear, over my stone just for a little bit, just to kind of polish the edge. And I don't know if it was because I did that or if this was just a really good trigger from the factory, but I'm really happy and impressed with how well the trigger felt. This is supposedly the same trigger that's in the SPR 2.0, and I'll address this in a future video, but I'm probably going to be changing the SPR's trigger out. It just feels way heavier than this trigger, and I think that that's part of the reason why I'm having some inconsistencies with the accuracy on the SPR. As well as I also discovered another problem with the Project SPR today as well. For those of you guys that follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you probably already know what that is. But anyway, we'll explore that in a future video as well. But yeah, balance was great. The weight is really great. The trigger did really well. The scope tracked just perfectly today as well. And I gotta say that shooting it, the recoil was nice. It's a little bit pushier than, you know, it's definitely pushier than a 223, and a little bit more amplitude, but it's not punishing in the least. At least not to me. I'm going to get DTS, DocTac Son and DocTac Mom out to shoot this rifle, because they're both going to be using this as a hunting rifle as well. And so I've got to get them out to see how well they like the gun. But I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. But yeah, I mean, those are some of the things that I've noticed about the gun today. It just seems to shoot really nicely. And you'll see the accuracy here in just a minute as well. But again, for dollars spent, I am just thrilled with its performance. And so yeah, I mean, everything about the gun so far I like. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the targets. So the very first group out of the day was a .657 inch group. Awesome group. This was a clean and cold bore group right here. So this was kind of pretty much the fouling group. So a .65. 0.657 is pretty good for that. Then I shot a .0838, that group right there. And then I shot a .892, and then a .691. So really great groups, great start. But then I got a little bit more fatigued in the eyes. I had a hard time because I was, squinting a lot, and it was very bright outside. And so anyway, I got a little uncomfortable in my position as well, and I ended up shooting a two 5-inch group, and a 0.8-inch group. So not phenomenal. Again, I marked uncomfortable because I really felt like I wasn't comfortable with these when I shot these groups. So I got up and walked around, kind of stretched, you know, did my thing a little bit, came back down, and then shot these 2 rounds right here. And then it started to rain, and I was kind of freaking out, so I rushed this shot because I had to get everything put away so it didn't get rained on. And so I rushed that shot, and so I opened it up to a 0.76-inch group. So, but these groups right here are representative of what the rifle's doing. These groups here are representative of me being uncomfortable in my shooting there. So let's go on to the next target. This is the final one that I shot of the day. And as you can see, the best group of the day was a 0.58 or 0.585 right there. Then I shot a 0.662, a 0.760, and a 0.690. So as you can tell, guys, we are shooting between just over a half minute, so about 5/10 of an inch, to about 8/10 of an inch. So, and on average, the groups are right in the 6/100ths of an inch groups. So we're looking at really phenomenal accuracy. Really, I think it's a solid 0.6-inch rifle right now, a 6/10 of a minute with this ammunition, which is the factory SST Hornady load. Okay, it's their custom load right here. And I've got 200 rounds of this. I bought it so that I could shoot it up and then reload the brass. And that's their 123 grain SST, which is this round right here. Just a phenomenal loading from Hornady. Very accurate stuff. Here's actually the bullet itself, okay? I have 300 of these bullets ready to be reloaded, and I've got various different powders, so we're going to be trying a bunch of different powders to see which ones mimic the Hornady load, because if I can get my hand loads to shoot as nice as these Hornady factory rounds through this gun, I'm going to be more than happy. This rifle is just shooting phenomenally well, and you know, that just goes to show, I mean, that spare no expense barrel, that Lilja barrel, is just shooting just excellent groups, very consistent with this ammunition. Let me show you guys. This is kind of an interesting thing. Let me kind of put these rounds lined up here so you can see it. Look how deep into that case the boat tail of that bullet goes. Past the shoulder, down in deep. It's pretty dang cool. It's this is what makes the Grendel special, is these high BC bullets. This is the ballistic coefficient on this bullet is 0.510. So very slick. To give you an idea, guys, let me show you the my 308 hunting load that I'm going to be trying this year is the Hunter Classic from Berger, and it's 168 grain, and its BC is 0.496. So this round is actually slicker, okay, than my 308 load. So we're looking at a better ballistic coefficient than a 168 grain Berger Classic, which for 168 grain minus their hybrid targets, this is their best hunting one that I can find right now. So anyway, but that's kind of like the beauty and what makes the Grendel kind of special, is using these high BC bullets in this very efficient cartridge. Very efficient, very optimized for the AR-15. So we're going to be doing some more talking about the ballistic nature of the round. We're going to kind of compare it to different intermediate cartridges out there on the market. So that'll probably be one of our next videos, comparing and contrasting the Grendel with different ammunitions out there, different loadings out there for both the AR-15 as well as for like the AR-10 style rifles, things like that. But that should be kind of interesting. While I was at the range, I did some shooting out to 560 yards with the cartridge, and I'm going to be doing a video on that. I've got the footage. I'm just going to edit it up, so you'll probably see that very soon after this video, but yeah, so look for that as well. But anyway, if you guys have any questions about anything you've seen in this video, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video if you do like what you see, and share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel, guys, for more videos just like this in the future. And as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya. Nice. Little warm barrel. Let's give it a time to cool off.